Hi guys, my name is Mariah and I'm involved in the Before and After project here at the EIU campus. Before and After, it's a week-long event where a group of Christians just want to get the awareness out and just tell their stories and give their testimonies. And each of us have chosen 2 words to describe our life before and our life after we began our faith. My words are hopeless and hopeful. Really, the reason why I chose hopeless with my life before Christ, I grew up in a church, and I grew up in a Christian home, and really it was just expected of us to go to church and everything, and honestly I didn't get the point. And really I always thought, why do I need to do this, and what is there after death? I felt hopeless. It wasn't really until my 7th grade year that I truly understood what being a Christian is and what hope comes with that. The reason being is my grandmother got cancer, and it was hard. It was really hard because at that point in time, I had finally understood what death is and what cancer was. So it was so painful watching her go through that. But towards the end of her struggle, I sat down and talked with her, and I was like, how can you be so strong? Because she was. I mean, she was a mother of 7 kids, and she was the one comforting them. And I was like, how can you be so strong in this time? It's so hard for me to watch. And she said to me, it's because I have the hope of Jesus Christ. I have the hope of my Heavenly Father. She knew where she was going after it, and she was excited to be there. And that was such a hope for me, and I truly, started turning my life around. And I started seeing the hope in my faith and in my walk with Christ, and what all there is to go into that. This semester it's been kind of tough. I found out a couple weeks ago that my cousin was in a coma, and then I found out last week that my other grandmother has breast cancer. But knowing the hope that there is with Jesus Christ, and I even talked to my grandma the other day, right the day before her surgery, and I told her, I was like, I'm praying for you, Grandma. And she was like, that's the best comfort and strength that I could get is prayer, because she is so strong, and I know that she's gonna come through this, but she's still if anything happens, she's still ready to go to her Heavenly Father. And it's such an uplifting thing. It's so amazing to see that even in the face of death, people are still that strength and that hope. One of my favorite verses for this semester for me is in Hebrews, and it's Hebrews 6:19, and it says, "We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure." That I think of that every day, just hope. And it's such a strong feeling. And I mean, I could have chosen so many different words for my walk with Christ, because there's so many different amazing, fantastic things that go into it. But I guess that's the reason why I chose hopeful. I am so hopeful now. I hope that this testimony reaches out to some of you who are struggling. And just remember that there's always hope.